Well. Look who's back for another thrilling, chilling, occasionally questionable episode of Topicopedia, the podcast equivalent of finding a used tissue in your jeans and still putting them on anyway.
Fresh and slightly damp. Just how we like it. Welcome to episode 166, where we're bringing you the full buffet of chaos. Feedback from you lovely lot, forgotten predictions from the future that never was, suspicious news stories, an unsolved mystery featuring a man who literally deleted himself, and yes, even a one-word silly story challenge, which, let's be honest, will descend into filth within 4 words.
Honestly, if it doesn't, we'll be checking your pulse. Of course, we've got the regular bits you know and tolerate. Urban Dictionary Word of the Week, Meme of the Week, and our Joke of the Week, which, spoiler alert, may get us banned in at least 3 countries.
I'm still waiting on that cease and desist from Kent any day now.
Clark Kent springs to mind there. You wouldn't mind a cease and desist stuff here, would you? Right, also, fair warning, Uncle Jerry's back in the garden muttering Latin spells into a jar of pickled eggs, so if you feel cursed today, blame him.
Seriously, if this podcast was a family barbecue, Jerry would be the one whispering, "It's not illegal if they can't find the goat." It's a potato salad.
Classic Jerry.
Anyway, grab a snack, get comfy, or hide under your desk at work. We won't tell. This is Topicopedia, episode 166, and things are about to get weird, wobbly, and wildly inappropriate.
That sounds about right. Let's dive in. Head first, pants optional.
Yeah.
That is the joy of this podcast. Clothing is optional.
As it happens.
I mean, so long as you...
I don't have
you're not on the train.
On.
Or, yeah.
I'm not on the train.
I've got shorts on because apparently it's summer, but
I've got a dress on, but I'm airing out, you know.
Okay. Oh, you?
Yeah.
You gone commando under it?
Yeah.
Oh, fair play.
Why not? It's not a windy day. No, I'm not going outside. It's fine. It's always a windy day in my house, mind you.
I've got my shorts on, but I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, I'm airing out too.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? It's an airing out kind of day.
Yeah, it is. It's
Be
too
free.
warm for that.
Yeah.
Be free and do what you can in these humid times.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. Anyway, how's your week?
How has my week been? Yeah. Did I tell you about all the delights of the finishing of primary school for my daughter?
I don't think you went into it.
Did I not?
Or did you not? You did tell me about it.
Yeah, but the last time we recorded was before it all happened, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm thinking, did we just talk about it or did we talk about it on the podcast? So I'm not actually sure.
No, because we haven't actually recorded an episode.
Okay.
Since then.
Tell me about it.
That I don't yeah, I'm just absolutely knackered coming to the end of last week because of the amount of stuff. Just the amount of stuff, full stop. Had, obviously, I think it was the end of the week before, was the Year 6 Leavers play.
Yeah.
So that was good. It was actually quite funny. It was called Pirates of the Curry Bean.
That's brilliant. Okay.
Yeah, the humour in it was quite good. It got a good laugh from the adults. And you know what? The kids were fantastic. And it's quite funny because even when they did fluff up, at one point, and they were laughing at each other, and we were laughing at them. Yeah, it was all just funny. They just like held back until it died down enough, and they could continue without like kind of it just turning into a complete mess of laughter. But yeah, it was quite entertaining. And then obviously they had, because you know what schools like, they like to do all sorts, especially if it can bring them some money in. There was Leavers Assembly.
Yeah.
So that was, and followed by cream and scones. With strawberries in. They were really good.
Did you do the jam first, Steve?
There was no jam. It was a strawberry and squirty cream. Oh, it wasn't anything posh. They didn't charge us for that. That was a freebie.
Thank God. God,
actually, to be fair, it was really nice. So that was good. And then obviously, like the day before they broke up, they had a summer fair.
Okay.
So we had the joys of a summer fair to go to, spend loads of money. You know what? People really do cheap out for shit like that, don't they? So it's like, for non-uniform day, send your kid to school with a bottle. And yeah, like I won a bottle of some kind of cocktail that went out in 2023.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, on Tombola. And also on Tombola, I won a bottle of mulled wine.
Oh, okay. Bit weird. I mean, this is people emptying the backs of their cupboards now, isn't it?
It is, pretty much. But yeah, it is a bit disappointing that people cheap out, but it is what it is, isn't it? Not a lot you can do. Yeah. No. You don't mind spending the money just to help out the school that I suppose helped us out over the last few years. So yeah, and then after school on the last day, I got to pick her up early because they do like this ceremonial walkout.
Yeah,
where the whole school like claps them, and they come out one at a time and they get introduced and all this, which was quite cute. And then on the last day, one of the parents had organised a party for the kids at a local place, so we went there.
Oh, okay.
And there wasn't really anything like kind of organised for it. The place was out with like a cricket ground, obviously like with function room kind of thing. Yeah. But there wasn't really anything arranged. The kids just kind of like had water fights and stuff like that. Buffet. Some of the teachers came down, stuff like that. It was kind of nice. Yeah.
Okay.
It was good.
Sounds good. Yeah.
I'm just absolutely drained because so many events to try and keep track of.
Yeah.
All in such a short space of time. And now we got to the end. I'm still at work each day. Yeah. And I've got a house full of people and I'm not used to it. It's completely throwing me off. It's really draining to concentrate on something when there's other things going on in the house, when you're so used to being in the house on your own doing your work.
But that makes sense because when everyone else is at school or at work, that feels okay to be at home doing your work because that's work time. Yeah. But when other people are off and on holiday in your workspace, it's like, nah, I should be doing that too. It feels wrong.
Yeah, it really just throws me off. But yeah, you know what? Go on. My daughter finished primary school last year, didn't she? And she had none of this. None of it. Absolutely none of it. She had more at the end of this term, her first year of secondary, than she did. Oh, God, I tell you what, she barely did anything last week. So she broke up on Friday, which is fantastic. She only had a half day right at the start of the beginning of the week. So Monday, they did a hike to Saltram House and back, which I believe was about 8 miles. Wow, okay.
That's flipping nuts.
Yeah. I'm sure the kids sleep well that night.
Oh, God, yeah. She was knackered, actually. And so when they got back from that, they were allowed to go home, get collected early from school because there was nothing else for them to do. Tuesday, they went to Woodlands. I've never been, actually, but I think it's mostly like rides and stuff like that. And then on Wednesday, they went to Creeley, which is more of the same, lots of soft play, rides and things like that. And then Thursday, they went onto the Barbican. They had an ice cream, fish and chips, and they played crazy golf. And then Friday, they had a half day and mufti.
Wow. You see, I don't get the point of half days. I'd rather have a full day off than 2 half days.
I know. Yeah.
Personally, that would be my preference.
The whole week was completely pointless. I mean, it was quite nice.
It just gets to that point, doesn't it, where you're thinking, it's just like since obviously she completed her SATs, it's just school's kind of been pointless. Everything is just like just filling the day at that point.
The thing is, I mean, I wonder if they do it for children who maybe aren't. I don't know. Some children might not get taken out and might not have a very interesting summer. So maybe I have wondered if they do it for the benefit of children who don't get to go out and do much in the summer.
So it was a few weeks ago. She went to Blackpool Pleasure Beach and she loved it.
Oh,
but that's the kind of place where I wouldn't go because I don't like rides.
Yeah.
And
Funny
I
enough.
wouldn't pay to get into Blackpool Pleasure Beach. You got to buy a wristband, even if you don't go on anything.
Yeah.
You got to buy a wristband. It's like not so much of a fan of paying for something
that you're not going to use, isn't it? Yeah,
exactly. Back in the old day, back in.
Oh dear.
Back in the time, you used to be able to wander into these theme parks without buying entry and just pay for the rides you went on, which was, in some ways, it was significantly better because you could take someone with you just as like a bag holder.
Yeah.
And then you weren't worrying about your possessions then.
Exactly. Now you have to travel light and make sure everything's secure, make sure your shoes are tied on really tight. And I mean, funnily enough, though, Steve, it's funny you should mention Blackpool because my daughter's going to be going there next week.
Oh, lovely. Oh, she'll have a great time.
Oh, she will. She's been before. She's got perks, I suppose, hasn't she, of having grandparents up north?
Yeah.
She's half
take a whole
Northern,
bunch of change to spend in Coral Island.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it's not my department. I'm not doing any. I'm not going. I'm home. I'm here.
You're having the holiday.
I'm having the holiday. Yeah, they're going to bloody Blackpool. I'm having the holiday. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
but yeah, but I do think it's nice when they do these things with the school because it costs like nothing compared to if we were to take them. Like Creeley, I think, is about 50 quid to get in now. And I think we paid £35 and that covered everything for the week. So, and that included various refreshments and things that they had.
That's excellent.
So
you can't really beat that.
You can't beat that. So it was worth it in that sense. Yeah. Anyway, we've got production, haven't we?
Are we? Yeah, I've forgotten the order. I think usually we don't start with feedback. Are we starting with feedback?
Yes, we do. Okay. Because I keep the same format that I just copy and paste for this crap every week. Okay. And every week Steve doesn't think feedback comes next.
But if feedback doesn't go at the start, you usually forget to do it. Let's face it. Okay.
Exactly.
So we'll get the feedback out. I need to issue a warning with this, I think, because we've got a piece of production for this, and I really hope we'd love your feedback on the production because we like it, and you know what, when it comes to if I need to edit it or get any clips out or anything, it's so much easier to actually have kind of markers as to where it is.
Yeah.
So I really hope you enjoy the songs that we're using when you're listening. We
did say, if you're liking and you're sharing and all of this, that the budget would go up, and we really blew it out of the water. Listen, it is quite cheesy, but I really like this one, and you are going to be hearing it and humming and singing this song.
This is a bit of a one. So you are going to get the full version of this today. In future weeks, we've got a slightly shorter version, but you're going to get a full one for full effect. And this, I've got to warn you, it is a very catchy tune.
Got something to say? Well, don't be shy. Slide in our DMs, Topicopedia.online. Love us or hate us, we'll read it out loud, even if it's weird
or makes Jerry proud. Yeah, we saw your NFT, cheers, Jer. Still can't unsee all that pubic hair. Then came the tale that we can't explain. A dildo dick stuck to the cabin in a plane.
And who could forget that fateful hour when chihuahuas rose and seized world power?
So love us or roast us, we're not gonna cry. We'll read out your filth with a wink and a sigh. Be cheeky, be brutal, be gross, we don't care. We've seen Uncle Jerry's pick. Nothing compares. Nothing compares.
So love us or roast us, we're not gonna cry. We'll read out your filth with a wink and a sigh. Be cheeky, be brutal, be gross, we don't care. We've seen Uncle Jerry's pick. So love us or roast us, we're not gonna cry. We'll read out your filth with a wink and a sigh. Be cheeky, be brutal, be gross, we don't care. We've seen Uncle Jerry's pick. Nothing compares. Nothing compares.
beautiful.
Just can't unsee all that pubic hair.
Yeah. Oh man, that is a long one. Don't worry, it'll be shorter next week. No.
A little shorter
In future weeks, yeah. So yeah, slightly, it's still a minute long. But I hope, you know what? It puts a smile on my face. So
me too. I've been a bit grumpy this evening, as Steve will very much back me up on that one. And that's got me beaming. Honestly, I think it's just so bright and happy, very catchy.
It's very Glee, isn't it? Very High School Musical kind of.
Very. And if that doesn't make you want to leave feedback, then nothing will. But I tell you what, we have been spoiled for feedback this week.
Oh, excellent.
What a week.
I would like it.
Yeah. Well, let's start off with Andy.
Okay.
So Andy says, I still can't believe that Uncle Jerry exists out there, even with the kind of NFT tattoo. Although I feel like our Uncle Jerry isn't that bad at messaging the fairer sex. Actually, I think that is exactly what Uncle Jerry is like when messaging the fairer sex, if I'm honest. He goes on to say, I feel like the school was indeed in the wrong about the kid wearing the Union Jack outfit as part of the Culture Day. The UK does have its culture, with all the little things that we have going on with festivals ranging from the cheese rolling down the steep hill in Gloucestershire, Morris dancing, or even things like bog snorkeling in Wales. But also the UK is made up of all the cultures from around the world. Even our fish and chips isn't English origins. He goes on to say the fried fish aspect is believed to have been brought to England by Jewish refugees from Spain and Portugal in the 16th century, who fried the fish like the Jewish fashion to eat on the Sabbath. Meanwhile, fried potatoes or chips are thought to have originated in France or Belgium and were initially used as a substitute for fish when rivers froze over. The formal pairing of battered fish and chips as a commercial product is believed to have occurred in the mid-19th century in England, so that does make it English, with the first documented fish and chip shops appearing in around 1863. So to celebrate British culture, you're celebrating the world's culture too. And then he also says, regarding the silly interviews, as you said, Nicole, doing things like that can be good for things like improving improvisational skills, which is also handy for comedy again. Thinking of shows like Whose Line Is It Anyway? Thank you very much, Andy. So yeah, we were really spoiled there. I have some feedback here from Justin. That's all I've got, just Justin.
Okay.
Saying, as a fairly new listener, I can't get my words out. as a fairly new listener, I love the chemistry between the hosts in episode 165. It's clear Steve and Nicole are having genuine fun, and that's contagious. Oh, that's lovely. The acoustic direction was actually fascinating, but I wish they'd dug a little deeper before pivoting straight into poop jokes. Although yes, I laughed. Overall, a fun episode if you're into quirky takes on ordinary things. Not the most structured, but that's part of the charm. I bloody put quite a lot into the prep these days, I'm just saying. Whew. Anyway, so thank you very much, Justin. And then lastly, we have Mal Edward, who has said Skelmersdale mind control experiment moved here 3 years. Yeah, that's going back a little
back, isn't it? That was one of our conspiracy corners.
Was it? Yeah, it was. It was a conspiracy corner. We haven't done that for a while. So yeah, this is going back to a much earlier episode.
It's kind of like an unsolved mystery as well. They kind of overlap, these topics.
They do. A lot of our unsolved mysteries are bordering conspiracy, aren't they? So yeah, moved here 3 years ago from Greater Manchester. There is certainly something a little off, but unable to pinpoint. Full of enthusiasm on moving here. It has been eroded. It could be aging process or the national and international problems of the last few years, but it could be something much deeper that has been covertly rolled out to other places. To me, Skem is a great place full of opportunities. After living in Oldham, the people of Skem do not realise how fortunate they actually are.
Yeah, I guess so. Oldham, yeah, I can imagine.
Poem I penned after moving and hearing of the so-called conspiracy over 50 years ago, give or take a year or so, the government did hatch a devious scheme to mind control scam folk, but publicise it as a joke. So it was all a load of, was it all a load of bull, or so it seemed? It was, I can't read today, can I? It was all a load of bull, or so it seemed. So in old Skelmersdale town, they wanted aspirations turned well down and broadcast airwave beams from an old mine. Professor Butler, they put in charge to dumb down the town at large. The humming sound vibrated all the time. The sound bounced around the stones, around the islands, into homes. It made the brains vibrate, it all in scam heads. But instead of dumbing down, the reaction was profound. As the folks from Scam rose from their beds, so as people awoke, they knew it was no joke. As those supporting blue all turned to red, if that wasn't enough, there was lots of other stuff as those supporting blue turned to bed. So confusion did abound around the Skelmersdale town. The mayor was called to sort the matter out. He called up number 10 and spoke directly to the PM. In a calm and quiet voice, he didn't shout. He advised the govs down south he'd had the mine machine taken out and reinstalled it beneath Parliament Square, where to this day it still hums, affecting ministers' eardrums. And that's why all their common sense is still so rare. As for the folks of Skelmersdale, common sense did prevail, and their lives saw improvement every day. As for aspirations turning down, they leave that to London town as the machine continues humming night and day. Wow, that was fantastic. Thank you so much for that. Absolutely brilliant.
I didn't know that was starting off as a poem and then just like, yeah.
That was absolutely brilliant. And I'm so sorry that I butchered the reading of that. But that was so good. Brilliant. Thank you so much for all your lovely feedbacks. And please hit us up at topicopedia.online with more feedback. We really enjoyed that.
It explains a few things, doesn't it, though, if that mind control machine's been put underneath number 10.
Yeah.
Well, underneath Westminster or wherever. It's all the same part of London, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a different country to the rest of it.
Same difference.
Their own world. Where the words you come out with don't have to identify with your actions. But there we go.
Because the words I don't come out with don't identify with my thoughts, unfortunately. I can't say what I'm trying to say half the time. Anyway, right, where are we, Steve?
We are at whatever we've got next. Should we do a topic?
No.
Oh, we don't do the topic.
You're not following this prep at all.
Of course I'm following the prep.
Okay.
Oh, I know what time it is. I'll learn the order one day.
Hey there, folks, come take a peek. It's notable news of the week. Headlines, highlights, what's on trend from start to finish, beginning to end. Stories big and stories sleek. It's scoop you wanna see. Smart and snappy, fresh and chic. Notable news of the week. Notable news of the week.
Yep, so let's take a look at the news this week and find out exactly what is going on. How does that sound?
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. Gosh, we're full of prep this week.
We are
I
full
love
of
it.
Yeah, we are full of we're full of something.
Production. We're full of yes, and that. Always full of that. Okay, right. What have you got for us this week, Steve?
Okay, firstly, do you think time is going faster or slower?
Oh God, hasn't it sped up or something?
The Earth's rotation has sped up this summer. So July the 22nd, among one of the shortest days ever recorded.
Oh, how long was it?
I mean, it's day of recording, to be fair. So if you...
Oh, it's today?
If you're thinking, oh, today's gone a bit quick, that might be why.
Oh, no, it hasn't, though. Today's been shite. Curse of the Tuesday today, honestly.
Yeah, so Earth recorded its shortest day of the year so far, running 1.36 milliseconds shorter than the standard 24 hours. Upcoming days, including August the 5th, are also predicted to be shorter by 1.25 milliseconds.
Sucks to be Adam's mum. Sorry. It's her birthday that day. She gets a shorter birthday. As long as it's not doing that on the 13th, because can I have the extra time that we've stolen from everyone else? I feel as a Leo, I need that.
Yeah, why not? We'll take that.
Thank you. Yes.
So, to keep UTC aligned with the Earth's actual rotation, scientists have been adding leap seconds since 1972, similar to how a leap day corrects the calendar every 4 years. So 27 leap seconds have been added to the count for the Earth's previously slow rotation. So they're going to have to borrow some of them leap seconds back, aren't they?
Gosh, yeah.
Wow.
How funny.
How are they calculating this? Seriously, who has?
Oh, I don't know.
What job role is this? Like, calculating if the Earth is spun at a different speed, meaning that you're going to lose 1.5 milliseconds in a day.
I just can't imagine anyone who's like 5 sat in their classroom and the teacher says, right, so what do you want to be when you grow up? And no one's going to sit there and say, I want to calculate exactly how many milliseconds short the day is in the year 2025. No one sits and thinks that's the job I want to do. It's just they go into something and it happens to be part of the job, right? Like, surely.
Yeah, it must be. Could you imagine? You'd be a bit disappointed if you thought you were going into something exciting, and then that was you, that was what landed on your desk.
Yeah, you're telling me. Well, maybe it is exciting to them.
Okay,
you know.
Enough. So
courses for courses.
Other kind of like worldly or space related news.
Okay.
The biggest rock from Mars ever on Earth, named NWA 16788, was sold this week in New York.
How much?
It weighs about 25 kilograms and it fetched $5.3 million.
Woo!
What would you do with it?
Fuck me, if I'd had that, I'd be selling it too.
It was discovered in November 23, a fragment ejected from Mars by an asteroid flight of over 140 million miles. So it's 70% larger than the previous chunk of Mars that we've ever had.
Gosh.
Yeah.
And
it comprises of nearly 7% of all Martian material on Earth.
Wow.
That's a big old chunk of...
That is a big old chunk of other
Mars.
planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wait, dinosaur drama.
Okay. Oh.
A rare juvenile Ceratosaurus skeleton stole the show at this auction, selling for an eye-popping $30.5 million, ranking it as the third highest auction price for a dinosaur fossil. I don't know who bought it. I think these people do it anonymously, don't they? And then
oh, yeah, probably.
Put it up in their house for a couple of decades and then go, I don't want that anymore. Donate it to a museum or something. That's a guess. If you walk into your mate's mansion and they've got, because we've got plenty of mates in mansions, and they've got a big dinosaur skeleton up, you know where it's come from. You know what they paid for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Well, you say big. It was a juvenile, so it might not have been very big.
No, it's about 6 foot tall, assembled from 140 bones.
Oh, it's pretty big then.
Its bio remains anonymous, but plans to loan it to a museum. Oh, there you go.
That is a big old lizard bird.
Yeah.
Jesus. Fucking emu-sized. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Highlights of news from one newspaper this week is that Liz Hurley looks fantastic at 60. I just wanted to click it just to see Liz Hurley.
Liz Hurley has looked fantastic her entire existence.
Yeah, she is just fantastic, isn't she?
And she's one of ours, Steve. She came from here.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't say no, would you?
God, no.
There you go. So yeah, that was an interesting one to look. That's more a visual one. I'm sorry it didn't bring much to you at home. You just Google pictures of Liz Hurley. Why not? You get the same idea.
Yeah.
Oh, breaking news this week that Sesame Workshop has had to apologise. You know Sesame Street?
Yes.
The character Elmo is on X, right?
Okay.
And he's been a bit naughty.
Uh-oh.
Well, they're claiming it's a hacker posting disgusting anti-Semitic and racist messages.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's bad, that, isn't it? When you get a character that's so innocent and then someone hacks it and it starts sprouting nonsense.
Oh, no.
Apparently they've secured the account, but Elmo's account has not posted since the hack. I suppose it's a bit awkward. That
corner.
Yeah, a bit awkward that first post afterwards. Like, oh yeah, all that stuff I said. Yeah, it wasn't me.
Well, Elmo's had an intruder's hand up his bottom, so he obviously feels the need to go and recover a little bit, you know.
This is one that we haven't talked about yet, I don't think. The Coldplay concert. Saga. We haven't mentioned this, and it feels like it's been going on forever, but I think it's just the sheer amount of memes that have come out of it.
I think this is actually, technically, this would be the first week we would have been able to talk about it, I think.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, but it feels like it's been going on for about 3 months. Yeah. It really does.
So the background of this is there's a Coldplay concert. They've got one of them funky kiss cam ideas where they, you get to be on the big screen if the camera looks at you, and the way
you're supposed to have a kiss, aren't you?
Yeah. And it was obviously this gentleman, astronomer Andy Byron, with his arms round another lady, which turned out to be someone from the company he worked at.
Yep.
And they shouldn't have been there together with each other. Anyway, he's now resigned from this company after this went viral. Now, the reason it went viral is because of their reaction. He bolted. He ducked down and left her stood there. She was embarrassed and was like covering her face.
She hid her face. Yeah.
So it was blatantly obvious. If they had not reacted,
this would never have become no one would ever have really known.
His wife wouldn't know that he was a cheat.
No.
But
that person probably wouldn't have even put it on the internet.
No, exactly. It would never have got out there. But the chances would be so small. But it was the way they reacted that wasn't normal. And they're like, oh, are you not meant to be here together? But the thing is, though, I do recall like the next day going viral on social media was supposedly a statement from him. And whether it came from him or not, it was written as if it had come from him, but then also as if he was blaming Coldplay, which was quite funny. But yeah, but that's kind of like left in the last paragraph, like it should be assumed that we should, not be put in that position or whatever. So it's kind of written like that, but yeah, it has been determined that it is apparently fake.
Right.
But yeah, who knows? Who knows in this world? You can pay enough money and have stuff.
I'm sorry. That is exactly the kind of excuse a man would come out with. I've heard a lot of men excuses before. Yeah. And the excuse is never, I did wrong and I'm sorry. It's always, well, Coldplay shouldn't be recording me. And it's like, are you all right? That's not the point. Why are you focusing on that? My God. Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously there's been loads of memes of it since. There's one of Keir Starmer and Angela Rayner. I'll tell you what, politicians they're just ending up in so many memes at the moment. It's just so funny. You can't help but laugh at them. Brilliant. Also, the AI generated shorts are quite funny as well.
Yes. Yeah, oh my God, there's been I've seen a few of those. Yeah. Yeah.
There's so many of them knocking for like a couple of days. It was just like AI, everyone's a baby.
Yes.
That's the shorts.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
And then like that's disappeared and now it's AI news reporters. Some of them are hilarious. Just some of this AI content is hilarious. It's impressive how good AI is getting.
It's scary as well. And there are some videos and you think, well, that doesn't seem right, but it looks real. And then someone in the comments goes, it's clearly AI. And I'm thinking, Well, it's not that clear to me that it's AI.
No,
if I'm
not
completely
anymore.
Honest. But it seems sus. Just the fact that it doesn't seem like a real thing.
Yeah.
You know? It looks like it's bloody legit.
Okay, finally got one more here. This happened in Bedfordshire by the look of it.
Okay.
A drug dealer who accidentally texted a police officer about his new drug line has been jailed.
Wow.
I wonder why.
No, I can't think.
Yeah, officers executed a warrant at his home address where he was arrested for being concerned in the supply of Class B drugs. Multiple mobile phones received from the property, including one found in the kitchen bin, which he had attempted to smash up. Messages downloaded from all devices show more than 400 numbers were contacted about drugs and available costs. It's just, he's treated like a mailing list. Just
Oh my
fancy
God.
being so brazen. So a small amount of cannabis, high value designer items, and nearly £2,000 in cash was seized. Oh dear! What a clumsy. I'm saying that if you've got 400 numbers in your phone,
Well, yeah.
there is a fairly good chance you don't know who they all are personally.
Well, there is that. But also, if a copper gives you his number and you know it's a copper, you know, you just maybe just save it in your notes instead of in your phone book, wouldn't you? Just a thought.
Yeah.
That's quite funny. That is quite funny. Oh dear. Okay, I've got a topic for us.
Oh, excellent. A topic. Yeah.
Yes. So this is called Forgotten Future.
Okay.
So, like they're just forever. There's been these crazy assumptions of what the future was going to be like.
Like Tomorrow's World. Do you remember that TV program? They were hot on this kind of stuff. They were always looking at what would be happening in the future. I'm trying to kind of guess roughly when these things have probably become norm.
Yeah. Okay. I never watched it, but I wish I had now.
I keep seeing clips
Okay.
on the social media of like, because looking back on it, episodes say 30, 40 years old, seeing what has come true and what hasn't, and how things have progressed and what has come true that you didn't think at the time would have any chance of it. It's really interesting to see from today's point of view, looking back at how that was reported at the time.
Yeah. Well, that's basically what we're going to do today. We've got a list. We can sort of take it in turns a little bit to go through these. But the first one is flying cars for everyone.
Oh, nice.
So the prediction was that by the year 2000, flying cars would be as common as sedans. What is a sedan?
It's a type of car in America.
Oh, well, anyway.
Like
bigger
than a hatchback, but not as big as a pickup.
Okay. So this was predicted in the 1950s and 60s. And it was predicted by Popular Mechanics magazine and futurists like Henry Ford's successors. So the explosion of aviation tech after World War II made many believe that personal flight was just around the corner. Yep. No.
You know what? I think it could be done if they wanted to, but would you really trust? I've seen some driving. Would you trust people driving in the airspace? You would have these things crashing and just falling out the sky on you like at every kind of opportunity.
You would. And not only that, if you don't like people coming over in rubber dinghies, you're not going to like them coming over in a flying car, are you? And chitty bang bang, Yeah. It's not the way. It's not. I don't. As you say, I don't think it's. You really want a car falling on your house, so probably best not to.
I just couldn't trust enough people to be flying them.
No.
So there we go. Hopefully that product, unless it's completely automated. That's the only way it'd ever be possible. It'd have to be completely automated.
Yeah, I still don't trust it though. But that's just maybe me being distrustful of technology. But yeah. Okay, what else we got?
Meals in pill form. So the prediction was that whole meals would be compressed into vitamin-sized pills for instant nutrition. This was between the 1920s and 1960s were thinking this. Scientists like John Harvey Kellogg, fame, and various futurists in science fiction magazines. And this came around the era of fascination with nutrition science and convenience, suggested that we abandon traditional eating altogether. The thing is, though, I think people enjoy eating.
We do like food.
We do like food.
I think there are, and I don't know if you remember the show. I mean, you couldn't make this show now. Super Size versus Super Skinny, and they'd have people on there who, you know, obviously enjoyed their food, and they're the people on there who clearly really didn't enjoy food. So there are people out there who don't enjoy food. It might work for them, but I think for the most part, people do enjoy food. And if anything, we'd rather be able to eat more of it rather than less.
Yeah, so I just think the idea works well for, like, imagine if, say, you're sending people on a space trip or something, you know, or you're wanting to survive in a nuclear bunker, something like that, where you want high nutrition in a small form factor and don't care about taste. Whereas really breakfast, I think in some homes, and probably most homes, it's still like a family thing. The whole family gets up in the morning, sits around the table and has breakfast. Yeah. And it's a social thing. And, you know, different days you might have toast, or you might have bagels or croissants, and it's that variety. It is. And the social aspect as well.
You don't want to be at work all day thinking, can't wait to go back and have that grey pill.
Yeah.
All I can think about is going back for my grey pill for my dinner. Oh, it's going to be marvellous.
Your mate is looking forward to his Sunday roast. You're like, oh, it's all right, I got my grey pill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah. Absolutely not.
Bring me that Sunday roast. I'll be having that, thank you.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Plenty of gravy. Yorkshire puds. A lot.
Oh, do you know what? I had some roast potatoes and I made a little pot of gravy to go with them last night.
Nice.
It was so good. Okay, so moon bases by 1980. So the prediction was that permanent human bases on the moon by the 1980s. And this was predicted in the late 1960s to early 70s. Wow. And NASA officials and space visionaries like Werner and von Braun were the ones predicting this, which is terrifying. So after Apollo 11's success, many saw lunar colonization as inevitable. Wow.
I think that actually it probably would have become a thing. I mean, I think technically it is possible to do, but we're actually going, fuck all on the moon. Let's not bother. And we're more interested in exploring further out. We're exploring Mars and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, the moon's just not that big either, let's be honest.
No, it's not that big. There's not a lot there. Is it worth the cost in putting infrastructure there? Would people be bored if you put them up there? Yeah, I think I'd be bored solid. We spent all day recording podcasts, but have fuck all in content because there's no outside world to it. You can't leave what's there really.
Well, you'd have to live your life on the internet, wouldn't you? You'd have to. There's certain people you could put out there and they wouldn't notice. Actually, come to think of it, my God. Sorry if you're one of those individuals and you feel attacked by that statement. I said what I said. Yeah.
Okay. The next one is estimated by the year 2000. This is in the 50s and 70s. They were predicting this. Humanoid robots would serve as household helpers, and it was like futurists, and shows like the Jetsons. That's a great show. And it was the advances in robotics that promised a life of leisure and robot assistance. But I think as time has gone on, we've realised building robots, now you get some really smart robots. Like you see them, the videos of them, and they can pick up boxes and put them on shelves, and they can walk around, and you know, you can go at them with a broom handle, push them, and they'll recover. They'll stumble along and recover, and it's like, wow, that is amazing. But they're so expensive.
They are. And the thing is, we do have robots. They're not humanoid robots, but we do have a lot of machines that do things for us now.
Yeah, we kind of established that within the home, it's actually a lot more efficient, price wise, just to have like your little robot vacuum cleaner,
Yeah.
your dishwasher,
Yeah.
just all that kind of stuff. It's just easier to do that than it is to have one robot that does it all.
You have your AI assistants. You can have smart home, everything wired to smart home now. Everything can be automated if you want it to. I mean, the world is your oyster. And it's, not even just within the home. You go to a shop. How many times do you get served by an actual person these days in a supermarket?
You've got to scan it yourself.
You got to scan it yourself. You don't bloody get paid for your time, do you? Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, it's everywhere, isn't it? It is everywhere. It's just not humanoid, because I think that is a little bit of that's kind of like the fantasy aspect of it.
But the issue that gets me with saying humanoid is if you've got a robot like that in your home, and you wake up in the night, where would it be? Could you imagine it just be stood at your bed looking at you?
I like to think it would have like a little charging port that it has to go stand in.
Yeah, I think that'll be
in the basement or something away.
I mean, but I would also like the thought of it, being able to alert you if there was a fire in your home or if someone was breaking in or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but ultimately you do have smoke alarms for that. So I hope.
Yeah, but it'd be clever enough to go, oh shit, they're in the house, they're not responding. Wait them up, make sure you get out, kind of thing. Or at least to check the house if there's anyone in it. Yeah. Should there be a fire and that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, because home security is really a big thing at the moment, isn't it? I mean, even I now have an indoor security camera because I have some valuable animals in my house. So I do have snake cam.
Okay.
So I mean, a lot of people are opting to have indoor and outdoor security cameras now, and I don't think it's that, because these are all wired to apps and hubs and things. I don't think it's that wild for the technology to be there that one day that you could get a notification through your Alexa device or Google device or whatever, because you've not woken up when an alarm should be going off or something, or it's detected a hazard and it needs to alert you. And I feel like we're not that far off of that. The technology probably is already there, it just needs to be made. Yeah,
exactly. It's just building some commands. It's as simple as that, really.
Yeah,
you got the recognition. You can have AI analyze video and say, oh, that's a person, they're doing this, they got this colour hair, this colour eyes, if it's good enough camera and whatnot. You can have it break down all this. It can do like a full profile. You can go, oh yeah, the whatever height, and build a full profile of someone. So it's like, when you walk into somewhere and you see a camera and on a camera screen, and the camera is putting squares around people's faces, that isn't just going, oh yeah, I'm just putting a square here for the fun of it. That is analysing what it's seeing. It is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
So I did kind of take us on to the next one, smart homes controlling everything. So this was a prediction in the 80s that homes would respond to voice commands such as and adjust lighting, temperature and security automatically. And I think at the time they were thinking it would be like more integrated into your home. But what everyone's gone with is kind of the flexibility of having a smart speaker that will do it, because it's the cheapest and easiest way to get into it. Buying a product from Amazon, one of Amazon's smart speakers or one of the Google smart speakers, is so much cheaper than it would be to go and buy it from, just a thing that specializes in, integrated systems for that.
You probably could have it integrated into your home. And what's to say that, I mean, I'm sure that, people with a lot of money building their homes probably do have this kind of stuff integrated, but it is accessible for the everyday you and me. It's very affordable to go and do it, as you say, via
but I think if you're doing integration, you would probably put in smart switches, stuff like that, Zigbee switches and stuff, so you can control all lights, whatnot. But when it comes to like your actual devices, I don't know how integrated you would go with that, because you might want to upgrade it. And it's very difficult to do if it's all integrated. So I think for the sake of flexibility, they'd probably still steer away from it.
I agree. I think we're probably doing it the best way that it can be done at the moment. And everything's, run off of Wi-Fi and things like that. So, it's mad. I mean, 10 years ago, if you'd have said I'd be buying, maybe not 10 years ago, 15 years ago, if you'd have said I'd be buying Wi-Fi light bulbs, I'd have been like, are you all right?
Yeah.
Do you need to lie down? I don't think you're well. Because that just seems ludicrous. But no, it's.
But now it seems ridiculous that you actually have to get up and go to a light switch and turn it off.
We've become so lazy.
It reminds me of that Mr. Bean sketch where he can't be asked getting out of bed. And he opens up his bedside table and it's full of light bulbs and a gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he just shoots the light bulb and smashes it just to as the way to turn the light off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite funny. But
Brilliant.
Also now he wouldn't need to do that. So
no, exactly. No.
Save Mr. Bean some light bulbs.
Save him some light bulbs, yeah. So next one is moving sidewalks. I think they mean pavements in every city. So cities would have moving sidewalks and conveyor belts for pedestrian transport. And this was in the 1950s to 60s
this
that they
is a
were.
Horrific idea.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, those travelator things are.
They're useful in airports.
Useful in airports. Exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
If everyone is going in the same direction for roughly the same distances, and obviously you need to have handrails because you can't be falling off it. So from that point of view, I can't imagine in a city any kind of distances where you're not going to have people wanting to cross that path in a short distance.
Exactly. And I just can't see why you would want it. Like, if you go into town for the day, you're sort of meandering around, you're having a mooch, you're not on. Well, okay, men might be slightly different, but you don't. I don't know. There is the kind of shopping where you know exactly what you want and you just beeline for it and go and do it. That's fine. But I don't know. For the most part, it's nice to have a bit of a mooch. Maybe, I might just pop in here. That wasn't the plan, but it looks good.
Well, still, for the most part, people aren't walking in the same direction.
They're not walking in the same direction.
I mean, the only real use is like if it was a football ground and it was a bit of a distance from the tram stop or something like that, and it was but then at the same time you go into the football, you're gonna walk, you're not gonna be asked about it. You've probably got a couple of beers, you're feeling good about hopefully your team winning or whatever. You're probably not.
I'll tell you what we've got that's better. Uber. We've got Uber.
We've got Uber instead.
So no, that was a silly one. Boys and girls.
I mean, the only slightly similar thing is obviously in say Albufeira, in Portugal, where Fisherman's Beach is. There is quite a bit of a hill if you want to go north of there. I think it's north. I don't know the compass direction, but anyway, out of there, and it used to be like a really steep walk up this hill, and say it must be 15 years ago now or something daft like that, they put escalators in. So there's two escalators that take you up. It is so much better because on a hot day, it was dangerous. It was a very steep path that went up there. And it made it really inaccessible for people. So by putting a couple of escalators in there.
That's different, and I think that's different.
But that is the only place I can ever say, I think, that I've seen outdoor escalators.
Yeah, I agree, actually, yeah.
But then the problem is, in this country, they wouldn't work because even over there, they're full of stickers. People putting shitty stickers all over the place. What is it with people in cities and towns putting stickers everywhere?
I don't know. Maybe we should do
it. Does it work? If it works, then I guess we should. Is it not littering?
I would argue it's graffiti.
Okay. But graffiti, I thought graffiti was you couldn't remove it.
some stickers. Have you tried to get some stickers
Well,
off?
yeah, that's true. There is that.
I would argue if it's graffiti.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Anyway, what's next? We've got quite a few of these to do. So what's next?
Yeah, okay. Jetpacks for commuters. People thought in the 60s that jetpacks would replace cars for daily commutes by 1980s. No, not a good idea at all, especially with the previous suggestion of flying cars. Could you imagine the carnage? You got your flying car, and then you got people with jetpacks also bumping around. No,
is that like the pedestrian version of a flying car? You know,
yeah,
jetpack.
Because we don't have enough congestion on ground level. You got to have it up in the air as well.
Exactly.
And then, but obviously, if there is a collision, it falls down to ground level, and then you end up with the issues there as well.
Yeah.
So no, more issues than that would cause.
I think some, like in the 60s, everyone was a bit high though, weren't they? And I think it's starting to show, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Interactive television as the future internet. So the prediction was in the 1980s that TV would become interactive, letting you shop, chat, or play games live. So, yeah, this was predicted by cable companies and media executives. I mean, to be fair, we had CFAX, which...
No, this has kind of happened, really, when you think about the shopping channels.
Yes,
and
that's true.
Quite a lot of the shopping channels have live shows.
Yeah, and certain late night channels.
Certain late night shows. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But also, there is like live gambling shows.
Yeah, there totally are. So that's true. It did happen. Yeah. So it did have its day, and of course CFAX, where it was like pre-internet almost. Sort of, you were able to get information such as news and weather and things like that.
Yeah, I think because music channels, obviously, you could always ring in and put pick your 3-digit number and get the song on that's already scheduled anyway.
Yes. Oh God, yes.
It was already scheduled, but you put your vote in again to make it feel like it was you, but actually you're just giving them some money.
Well, some music channels were nice enough to put your name at the bottom of the screen as well, weren't they?
Yeah. But I'm sure there was some music channels where you could actually send messages in as well, so you could chat.
Yes.
Yeah, that was weird, because the conversation...
And there used to be, totally different, but telephone chat lines and things.
Yeah.
Where you could, because we didn't have the internet to, meet people, and people used to meet people on the phone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild. It was like Tinder, but on the telephone. Absolutely wild. My God. Yeah. Anyway, what else have we got?
Mail delivered by missile.
Wow.
I reckon it could cut times drastically.
Well,
the US Navy and military engineers believed in this.
Gosh.
Military strike was bleeding into civilian life in the 50s. Missiles were the new rockets a possibility. No, thank you. I will stick to having my postie deliver my post, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, do you think every sort of modern technology leap has been thought of, how can we use this in everyday life? But do you think they invented, the nuclear bomb? I suppose we do have microwaves and things, but
it's not quite the same as a nuclear bomb.
No, it's not but do you think they thought, this nuclear power, how can we use this in our everyday lives?
Well, yeah. Look at nuclear power stations. They're one of the cleanest forms of energy that we've got.
True. Yeah.
But yeah, sadly, they're also used to develop warfare.
Yeah.
But yeah, just stick to using it to make power, please, because we could do with some cheap power.
Cheap power would be lovely. Cheap anything would be lovely. Yeah. Nothing's cheap anymore.
No.
So workerless factories and telepathic engineers. So the prediction in the 1970s is that factories would run without workers and telepathic control would guide production. This was predicted by Soviet science fiction writers and planners.
We're nearly at workless factories. We are factories that are on a bare minimum of employees. Very much.
Certainly not all factories, but I mean, a lot of them skeleton crew, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, but we haven't gone for telepathic control. We've kind of gone with automation, which makes a bit more sense. Because telepathic implies that you've got to have someone behind the robot anyway. Which at that point,
that's true.
Yeah. Whereas obviously automation, you don't need that thought behind it. And most big production plants, I don't know if you've ever watched Inside the Factory. Since all this issue with Greg Wallace, you've now got Paddy McGuinness doing it.
All right.
He's quite good. He's pretty good at it. But yeah, obviously you see things like crisp factories and stuff like that. They have a whole production line and everything is built specifically for that. You know, each part of it is built to do one specific job and do it really well.
Yeah.
So
it's amazing watching factory videos, honestly.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
It's
like hypnotizing.
Yeah. So you don't need telepathy behind it. You just need a machine that does what it does, automated, and just let it crack on.
Yeah, I agree.
So the next one is in an 80s kids book. Smartphones were predicted. They predicted portable handheld device for communication, media, and socializing.
Gosh.
And this was predicted by author Stephen Kellogg in a book called The Future.
Was it a prediction or was it like a sci-fi kids book? Just for funsies. I mean, there's been an awful lot of things written in children's books that is complete fantasy and it's not meant to be taken as a prediction as such.
Yeah, well, it was the rapid miniaturization of electronics that suggested communication devices would shrink dramatically. Interestingly, though, phones shrank and shrank and shrank and then got bigger and bigger and bigger again.
Yeah.
Because
oh my God.
we determined that actually people wanted a nice big screen to look at. They wanted to feel like they were holding something. So that's an interesting thing, the fact that phones shrunk and shrunk and shrunk to the point where you had like candy bar style phones and they just weren't practical for anything.
The funny thing was I loved my little tiny phone.
Did you?
Loved it. And when smartphones came out, I was like, nah, you can get bent. I was like, honestly, just imagine all the pocket dialing you're going to do. Like, nah. Ridiculous. You know, how can you do it with no buttons? No, we're not having this. And now I couldn't think of being without it, really.
No, exactly. I like this one, this prediction. I don't know why this one's not come true. So between the 1930s and 50s, with extra automation coming in, they predicted, this was economists like John Maynard Keynes, that with the extra automation, the work week would be 15 hours by the 2000s.
Do you know, we are trialing 4-day work weeks. So, I mean...
We are. The question is it less hours or is it just the hours shuffled across them?
Well, this is the problem, isn't it? Because I think a lot of people are expected to do the same workload over those 4 days.
Exactly. Just like...
So it's not really fair, is it? And also, I think it's all very well if you're salaried, but if you're not, it's not going to affect you, is it? You're not going to be working less days to earn the same amount of money. So it's actually not fair.
No, that's true.
So I'm not sure how I feel about it, if I'm honest.
I mean, I would quite like to be getting the money that I get and just do 15 hours and do a 15-hour workload because, let's face it, life is expensive.
Yeah,
especially at the moment. And I think we do get a raw deal. I think we do a lot of work and not enough play.
I agree, and the retirement age is creeping up and up and up and up.
Oh, that's a new story that we didn't touch on.
No, let's not.
Yeah,
we're in a good place.
They're reviewing that early, aren't they? Yeah.
Of course they are.
We know that's only going to go one way.
What else is Mr. Starmer going to do but find someone else to piss off?
Yeah.
Right. Next one, nuking the weather to control it. So in the 1950s, that golden era of complete fucking morons, US Atomic Energy Commission scientists thought that using nuclear explosions to seed clouds, rain, or melt ice. And it's like, at what point did this seem like a good idea?
Well, 2025, talking of people who don't have a fucking clue, is it not the British government that have agreed to dim the sun?
What?
Have you never saw that story?
No.
I mean, because obviously it does sound completely out there. But yeah, we're investing £60 million into as part of exploring climate cooling program. So projects in solar radiation modification involve trying to thicken Arctic sea ice and make clouds more reflective, etc. So yeah, they want to dim the sun that comes down, ironically at the same time as insisting that we put solar panels all over the countryside. Seems a little bit counterproductive.
It's interesting, isn't it? They got £60 million for that, but they don't want too many disabled people claiming benefits to help them live their lives. But there you go.
Yeah, so they're offering cooling credits for a fee. A hydrogen and sulfur dioxide filled balloon launched and rises 12 miles before popping and releasing the gas into the stratosphere. They claim 1 gram of this gas offsets 1 ton of carbon dioxide a year. Right, okay, if you say so. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's absolutely bonkers. We've just done going through this list of things that just sound absurd, and we've found, evidence of this year of people attempting it. Just, God. Yeah. It is really bizarre, the world we're living in now, where it could just be straight out of a comic book.
Yes. Yeah, it really is. It really is. What else have we got?
We've got the Cold War's hot future. I'm scared of reading anymore now. Life is divided world under constant nuclear threat by the 2000s. Yeah, well, that's happened, doesn't it? Yeah.
Well, that's happened. Do we even need to continue with this? That actually did happen.
Climate-controlled dome cities. We're not quite there with dome cities, but there has been TV shows about it. Simpsons did a domey episode, didn't they?
Yeah. I think there was also a TV show called The Dome, if I remember correctly.
I think there's been a film about a dome as well. The idea is that you can control the climate within this dome, etc. Yeah. Oh, God, it's just... it would not surprise me if this British government tomorrow turned around and said, we are trying a dome city.
Over Skelmersdale.
they can fuck right off.
Fears and darkest dreams, unsolved mystery.
So today's unsolved mystery was sent in by John, so I'd just like to say thank you. The man who erased himself.
Ooh.
So he stepped off the bus in Sligo. Okay, this is Ireland. This could be pronounced any which way. with the grace of a man on vacation, neatly dressed, silver-haired, carrying a black shoulder bag and a small purple plastic bag that flapped softly in the coastal breeze. Gosh, this is artsy, this bit of writing. The front desk clerk at the Sligo City Hotel thought he looked like a businessman. Foreign, maybe Australian or German.
Austrian.
Name? Austrian, yeah, I do beg your pardon. I can't read today. Name? Peter Bergman. He handed over cash, signed the register, and gave an address in Vienna. It seemed real, but it wasn't. The address didn't exist. Neither did Peter Bergman. For the next 3 days, the mystery man kept to a routine so methodical, so practiced, it chilled hotel staff in hindsight. Each morning, he exited the hotel with the purple plastic bag, and each afternoon, he returned without it.
How did he get it back in then?
Well, here's the thing. He never used the same route twice.
Okay.
He wandered the streets of Sligo, always just outside the frame of CCTV cameras, as if he knew where they were, placing items in public trash bins, never seen retrieving them again. What was he discarding? A phone? Identification? Evidence? No one knows. At night, he ate sparingly, always alone, always the same quiet, formal manners. Occasionally, he would scribble notes on hotel stationery, then rip them up. On June 15th, he what is wrong with me? On June 15th, he checked out of the hotel. Surveillance caught him walking towards Ross's Point Beach. His pace was steady, his posture erect. Pardon. little too much information. He didn't look sick, but he was. Autopsy would later reveal he had terminal cancer, advanced and brutal. His bones were riddled with tumours. He should have been in agony, but had taken no painkillers. None were found in his body, nor among his few belongings. Just the clothes on his back, his watch, a packet of tissues, and some coins. Every tag, every label had been removed, even from his underwear. He was trying desperately not to be found. The next morning, a father and son walking the shore found him lying on the beach, dead. The scene was quiet, peaceful, as if he had simply lain down and let the wind take him. But the autopsy brought back more questions. He hadn't drowned. His body bore no trauma. There was no poison in his system, no identification, no match in international databases, no fingerprints flagged. He hadn't died violently, but he hadn't died naturally either. It was as though he had simply opted out. The police appealed to the public. Interpol got involved. Dozens of tips trickled in. None led anywhere. The name was false. The address fake. The language he spoke, neutral. His accent, mild. His purpose, unclear. Who was he? A dying man escaping a painful end? A former spy completing one last mission? A man burying a past too dangerous to surface? No one ever came forward to claim him. No family, no friends, no one missing him. And so the man who called himself Peter Bergman was buried in an unmarked grave, his secrets sealed under the Irish soil. To this day, his story lives on, not because of what he did, but because of everything he erased. Oh.
It's interesting. So I think he did take that bag back with him, but I think it was empty and it was in his pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't believe he just magically got the bag back for the next day.
No.
Interestingly, with this story, obviously, you'd think Interpol would be quite involved, but actually, you can only report to Interpol if someone is wanted or missing.
Oh, okay.
So because the country that he came from hasn't put out there anything to say this person is wanted or missing.
Yeah.
Because he isn't a missing person that anyone's aware of.
No.
They've got no way of going out there and saying who's claiming this body kind of thing. So that's interesting because, there's only so much Interpol can do unless they're told by the country that he's a resident of, oh, by the way, we're missing this person.
Gosh, yeah.
So this person must have had a low profile throughout their life.
Must have done, yeah. And, I mean, how clever to completely erase yourself like that.
Yeah, so to get to Ireland, you think you'd need some ID to get to Ireland, wouldn't you? Even if you are travelling Europe.
To get there, yes. But then I suppose that might have been what he was disposing of.
But if he's got identification, then some country will know that he's left.
Yeah.
And not returned.
True.
But has never reported him missing.
True. Potentially. But I mean, perhaps he was a spy.
Maybe.
And perhaps he was so dedicated to his work that he never had a family. Perhaps he was one of those people who had no living relatives or anything like that. So there was nobody to report him missing.
Yeah.
So and then perhaps, I don't know. Perhaps there was a really good reason for him to to erase himself. Perhaps he killed someone.
Maybe.
Don't know. You would never know, would you?
But the weird thing is, though, how would you just lie on a beach and then just
actually log out of life?
Yeah, exactly. How would you just log out like that? Like,
I don't
usually
know.
you've got to do something or wait for your time. Unless he was in that much pain that he knew he didn't have the time.
Yeah. I mean, perhaps he must have been aware of his medical problems, and perhaps he was sort of using that to his advantage in some situation, and it's all some sort of big government cover up in whatever country that he's actually from. And the whole point is that he was to abscond to somewhere like Ireland, which is a bit of a quiet, sort of out of the way place, and dispose of all his he probably got sent over with fake papers anyway, but to dispose of those, the less evidence the better. And just fade away peacefully.
Or not peacefully, painfully, by the sounds of it.
Very, very, very painfully.
Yeah. Because I mean, falling in line with your prediction there, if you were in that much pain, you'd take whatever medication people are offering you.
Yeah.
But the fact he didn't have any suggested he didn't want the trail that comes with prescription drugs.
That's true. Yeah.
So
or maybe the kind of it's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
So do you know what? I don't think we can solve this one.
Wow.
I think
backing
there's so
down.
little to go on
There is.
that I don't think even we can come up with a Topicopedia explanation.
Yeah.
And that says it all, because we've normally got something to say about everything. And I don't think we can. But if anyone at home or wherever you are has any ideas about this, hit us up at topicopedia.online or any of our socials, because we'd really like to hear your take on this one.
Yeah. Also matching up, just sprung into my head. Like you said, he was a spy.
Yeah.
Would he maybe have access to a way of topping himself that wouldn't be identifiable?
Yeah, because I think there are some things that don't linger in your system, aren't there?
Yeah. So maybe that would explain the way he just logged out on the beach like that.
I mean, perhaps it was a sort of a deal he did for his job, and he said, "Look, I'm riddled with cancer. I'm gonna die. I don't want to die. I don't want to go to Switzerland and do all this, And maybe they said, "Well, I'll tell you what. If you can do this one last job for us, we will make it so that you can just disappear, and we'll fix it for you. That you can die on your own terms. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe, perhaps.
I don't know. Maybe. But really interesting.
Yeah,
for sure. Okay. So I've got one more topic. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it.
Okay.
But we can do it again, and we've done it before.
Okay.
I thought we'd do a one-word story.
Oh, my favourite. Okay.
So we're just going to take turns saying a word. We're not going to hesitate.
It's not going to be alphabetical or anything.
Nope. We can say whatever word we want, but we've got to say it fast. So one.
One more.
I'm starting.
Okay.
One.
Yeah.
One.
Well, yeah. Was that the first word?
Yeah.
One. Dozen.
Eggs.
Were.
Flying.
Through.
Sky. That's 2 words. The.
Sky.
This is a great story. And.
Fell.
On.
Uncle.
Jerry's.
Sunbed.
Uncle.
Fester.
Noticed.
And.
Decided.
Not.
To.
Warn.
Jerry.
Thus.
Jerry.
Lay.
On
The
sticky
moist,
smelly
gooey,
partially
cooked,
oh. Nice.
Uncle
Fester
let
out
a
massive
fart.
as
Jerry
leapt
up
in
disgust.
Jerry
Was
absolutely
aroused. Are you okay there?
by
Egg.
therefore
Couldn't
keep
quiet.
about
Eggs.
Uncle
Fester
noticed
Jerry
and
shrieked.
oh
My
fucking
fuckety fuck. That's hyphenated, by the way.
oh okay you
Freak.
with
Eggs
on
your
boner
and
on
your
ass
and
face
and
on
your
hand.
was that difficult?
Couldn't think of anything else you could possibly have it on. Okay, carry on.
I was going to say on a plate, but never mind.
Oh, okay.
You never went that way. Uncle
Jerry
ejaculated.
which
Surprised.
no one sorry
Gallons
of
the stuff. Can that be hyphenated?
go on then exploded
All
over
the
curtains.
Fester
Shouted
bollocks
to
The
government.
Oh my god. And
You
twats
for
being
so
gorgeous.
It
Took
forever
to
eat
eggs,
and
omelets.
that is eggs.
You spice them up.
Thankfully,
Eggs
went
with
ejaculate
delightfully.
well.
The end.
Uncle Jerry, that is not how you fertilise eggs. We're going to have some words with him.
Oh, God. You know what? That is so difficult. I urge everyone at home to have a go at playing that game. It is so difficult to make a cohesive story.
Do you know what? I reckon it's better. Because it's meant to be nonsensical. I think it's better probably after you're a bit more relaxed and you've had a few drinks and you can just come out with... I don't know. I think it's just easier. I think there's something about being sober that makes you feel a bit more inhibited about playing a game like that.
I think it's easy when you do a whole sentence and you start it off with a letter. When we've done that before, it's been a bit easier because you can steer where you want it to go. If you can't steer where you want it to go, your mind goes in one way, and then the other person comes up with a word.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I do know what you mean. But that's kind of like the point of it, is that you can't steer it. You literally can only have control over one word.
Yes.
And
it's
so
not enough control.
It ends up completely nonsensical.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a sentence one next time.
Okay, cool.
Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what time is it, Steve?
What time is it? That's a good question.
It's that time of the week again. It's that time of the week again. It's that time of the week again. Urban Dictionary, word of the week. It's that time of the week again. It's that time of the week again. It's that time of the week again. Urban Dictionary, word of the week.
Okay, so let's crack on with this week's Urban Dictionary words.
This hasn't been prepped.
This hasn't been prepped, but thankfully I have just found one to be going with. You know what? I might say that one to the end because it looks good. Let's go with breast. That's hardly an Urban Dictionary word, is it? Okay.
No, that's silly.
Okay, let's go with that one, and let's find one more. What is... What? You're dreading this now because it's not prepped. You don't know what it's going to be.
No, I don't.
Okay. What is mollywopping?
It's not what Uncle Jerry just did with them eggs, is it?
Ooh, maybe it's close to what Uncle Jerry did with them eggs.
No, shut up. Oh, go on, tell me.
It is the act of marking your mate by viciously slapping the cheek with your privates.
Oh.
I had to mollywop in her and remind her of who's the boss.
Oh.
It can also mean to be extremely high on MDMA and are cracked out from the effects.
That makes more sense.
There you go. Both worked for me.
Okay.
Zoomer. What's a zoomer?
I feel like I should know this. Is that not a Gen Zer?
It is.
Yay.
It's a play on the term boomer, which refers to the baby boomer generation.
Yeah.
And you know what? I did also see something about it also being people who work at home and mostly use Zoom.
Okay. But that's not the term that I think I've heard, the way I've heard it used.
Okay. So. Oh, yeah. The one I had is, someone who's able to work from home via Zoom. Usually Zoomers are upper class, white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, WASPs, who remain safe in their domestic bubbles. He didn't get COVID. Zoomers aren't exposed like the rest of us.
Okay.
Okay, let's go with this one for your final one. What is a didgeridoo?
Oh no, this sounds like one big old Australian turd. This does. Okay, tell me.
Oh, you're not having a go? I think you should have a go.
Did I not? Was that? Well, it sounds like some sort of Australian poo.
Okay. When you blow into her arsehole and pussy like a didgeridoo, then letting her queef and fart at the same time, both making a didgeridoo sound. Using context, bro, I fucked that girl last night. I didgeridoo-dooed so hard, bro. You still there?
Unfortunately, I'm still here.
You know what? I don't think it disappointed.
Well, you speak for yourself. I didn't think that was that good.
Oh, no.
No, it didn't do it for me, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm disappointed now.
Look, you can't say doo-doo and there not be, like, shit involved.
Okay. Yeah, but it's like the sounds of a didgeridoo. You're doing it in the doo-doo hole.
Yeah, I get it. But there's no actual doo-doo.
Oh, wow. Breaking news right now to my phone.
Yeah, go on.
Ozzy Osbourne's died.
No!
Yeah, just weeks after his farewell show.
Oh, no. Oh, Sharon won't be long then. You just know it.
You think?
What? Yeah.
Do you not think Sharon's got a bit more in her? Do you not think she'll get her life back a bit now?
It's a bit like the Queen, isn't it? Like, they just... I don't know, there are just some couples that just can't survive without the other one.
Yeah.
And I feel like Sharon and Ozzy are the same. Oh, gutted. I saw a video of him the other day with Youngblood, actually, who gifted him this this bespoke necklace he'd had made for him. And Ozzy was like made up with it. He was, as made up as Ozzy can be. But, I'm really sad to hear that. Yeah,
there we go. At least we've been Topicopedia, topical on Topicopedia, mentioning that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry we had to end the show with that.
I know, that's really disappointing.
Didgeridoo, and now we're going to tell some jokes, but I'm sure Ozzy would have approved.
You know what? He can listen to every episode now. He's in a place where he's got plenty of time. So,
that's true.
I'm sure he would fully approve of our humour, and it's sad, but you know what? I think he enjoyed his life, didn't he?
He certainly did.
He certainly lived it big.
He certainly did.
Yeah.
He did. Rest in peace, Ozzy. We've got a bit more production now, haven't we?
I'm having you on there. I've got the button here.
Okay.
It's the meme of the week. Meme of the week. Meme of the week. So unique. It's the meme of the week. Meme of the week. Meme of the week.
Meme of the week.
Fantastic.
Here on Topicopedia. Okay.
Yep.
Who's going first? You going first?
Well, I need to tell you who won.
Oh, it does help if we know who won. Yeah, okay, go on then.
Well, it helps if I know who won. Hang on, just bear with me just 2 seconds. Because if I don't know who won, I can't tell you, can I? So, the winner is... Oh, we've tied.
Oh, okay, fair dues. Tie works.
It works,
yeah.
But I would prefer one of us won. So, if you're listening, put down everything. Press You don't even need to press pause. Head over to topicopedia.online. Nice and easy. And go and vote for your favourite meme of the week on the homepage. And we are now going to reveal the memes. What have we got, Steve?
Okay, mine is one of them where it's a stock photo of people sat in a boardroom.
Yeah.
And the guy said, "Oh, we need to stop testing our products on animals." And the boss is like, "Why? Shampoo companies do it all the time." And the guy's like, "Yeah, but we make dildos."
Oh, that's good.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's really good. A lot. Oh no. Okay. I don't think I can compete with that. So this one is Fortnite Fantastic Four skins release date speculation. So this is a headline, and it says, to celebrate the release of the new film, it looks like Fortnite is about to get a set of Fantastic Four skins. And somebody has, I need to send it to you, don't I? For a fact.
Yes.
It's not going to work. But someone has memeified it, and it's got a woman saying and then it zooms in on her face and says, "What?"
No. I play on the Fantastic Four. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Skins for the what? It's that face. Yeah.
Brilliant. So if you want to know what we're talking about, head over to topicopedia.online, scroll down a little bit on the homepage, and you can vote for your favourite meme of the week. And please do, because every vote matters. Every vote.
It's rude, it's crude, it might make you leak from laughing so hard you can't even speak. Two filthy jesters delightfully bleak, we'll make you laugh, snort and blush in a streak. It's Topicopedia's Joke of the Week!
That one doesn't give you any warning, does it? It throws you straight in. But it does not.
That one is absolutely going in without lube.
Does not disappoint. And we give you value for money because we don't just give you a joke of the week. We give you a bunch of jokes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Who's going first?
You're going first.
Oh, okay then. Well, this week I started a support group for people who talk too much.
Gosh, okay. Good for you.
I haven't had a chance to get started yet.
Don't get it?
People who talk too much. We haven't had a chance to get started. They're all talking. Never mind.
Don't get it.
I get it. They're talking too much to actually start for us to arrange it.
Okay.
Because they talk too much.
Fair enough. Okay.
That was wasted on you. Wasted.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Anyway, claustrophobia is the fear of closed spaces.
Yep.
For example, I'm going to the off license and I'm afraid that it's going to be closed.
Oh, that is scary. You don't need that.
No, can't do with that. Why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know.
He didn't. He drove a Volkswagen instead.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Anyway, do not buy a Dyson ball vacuum.
Oh, really? Why not?
Its name's deceiving, and don't ask how I know. Okay, I've got one more for you. You've seen the film Cars, haven't you?
I actually haven't, but carry on.
Well, you know of it.
Yes, it exists.
Okay.
Yes.
How does Lightning McQueen masturbate?
I don't know.
Carjacking.
Oh, God. Okay. Right. What do you call a fish wearing a tuxedo?
Oh, I've no idea.
So sophisticated.
Sophisticated.
What do you call a girl who loves tiny cocks?
I don't know.
Well, hopefully your girlfriend.
That's brutal.
A morgue worker died today.
Oh, no.
That's sad, isn't it? But he'll be back at work tomorrow. Oh no. Oh dear. Do you want a long one or a short one to finish on?
We'll go with a long one.
Yeah, go on. Why not? A guy walked into a bar and spied 2 lovely women sitting by the entrance. Yeah. And as he walked towards the bar, he noticed one tap the other on the shoulder and point towards him.
Oh.
Yeah. And she looked him up and down and she said to her friend 9, followed by lots of giggling. And the guy went over to his buddy sitting at the bar and boasted that the 2 lovely ladies at the entrance said he was a 9. And his mate goes, yeah? When I walked in, they were speaking German. And on that one, I think we're going to leave it here for this week. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Topicopedia. As always, head over to topicopedia.online where you can vote for your favourite meme of the week. Please do that right now if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to leave us your sexy feedback via our sexy feedback form at topicopedia.online, or you can get in touch with us via any of our socials, and we will see you again next week. Bye.
Bye.